So hi everyone, hi. So those who are joining the session from the wherever you are from the world, and very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to this show. And today we can discuss about this Azure AI Studio and cognitive services. So it was really some those who are in AI enthusiasts, so those who wants to learn about the what is AI and what is the cognitive services, what is Azure AI Studio. So everything I have to cover in this session. So so from the beginner guide to some advanced guide as well as, and some intermediate as well. But I can probably, I don't know how many of you know about this all these concepts and everything. But I would like to tell you that how can we create and everything, and how can we start this Azure AI Studio? How can you what is OpenAI and everything we can discuss in this studio in this session. Okay. So if meanwhile, so whenever I have to, demoing anything, feel free to drop your queries in this chat, and probably I would like to, cover all this Q&A as well. Okay. And if you have much time, so then I can cover everything. Okay. And so before we are going to the session, so I would like to introduce myself. So I'm Prathap Reddy. So I'm probably from India and south part of the India. So that is Chennai. So so I'm a Microsoft MVP. So the Azure AI MVP. So recently I got the MVP on the OpenAI services and machine learning as well. So that the so I'm really honored to have this one, and so I'm working as a data engineer at Evident, and I'm a global speaker and a author and AI expert. So if you want to have in the guidance regarding the AI and the AI development and AI enthusiasm, everything you need to connect with me on the LinkedIn. So recently I just forwarded my LinkedIn as well, and meanwhile. So we can start the session by knowing something about this, what is AI and everything. Okay, and yeah. So meanwhile, I just want to ask you one thing, like what? So please, my sorry, my question for you all is, what is AI? So if you know anything about this AI, and feel free to drop your query. Drop your answer, like what is AI. So my question is to you is, what is AI? So feel free to drop your answer in the chat box. So then I would like to explain also why AI is important, why the future is depends upon the AI, and why the AI will be more advanced than the previous ones, and why. We have lots of questions. So like pop-up questions, like so if you ask something about that one question, so that will be like vice versa questions like this only. So and now coming to the session, and so today we can discuss about the some cognitive services, like so how many of you know about this cognitive services? Feel free to raise your hands, and probably if you know the cognitive services, drop your questions in the chat, like so I know yes or something. So for the better discussion, we can have the better discussion. I would like to ask you guys to please feel free to drop the, if you know something about cognitive services, please say hi, or else you can say no. Okay. So we have the cognitive services, like so once so is the very easy task in this Azure. Okay. So cognitive services is it's like so whenever you play something, like play games and everything like that, when so for example, nowadays the children are very enthusiastic about this PUBG and Free Fire. So they worldwide, they are very popular now, like that way only. So how they play these games, like this much of games and everything, right? Like that only we can play the Azure by using these cognitive services. So we have lots of services, like vision and speech and language and decision. So these are the very main four pillars of this Azure OpenAI, like vision studio and the speech studio, language studio, or the decision maker, and everything will belongs to this cognitive services. And it says previously and after covered the Azure OpenAI into the AI Studio and Azure AI Studio, and so we previously I don't know how many of you know that. So previously we have ML Studio is there, right now it is also there, but ML Studio is now we can say as a Azure AI Studio. Okay. Previously, we can say it's a machine learning studio. Now it is a AI studio. So whatever the services we have to see in this machine learning studio, we have to we can all the services will be appear in this AI studio as well. I would like to show you how what are the services there, and everything will be. So before that, we have some Azure OpenAI Cognitive Services. These are the four main pillars: speech and vision and language and everything. So I would like to demonstrate demoing all these things in front of you. Okay, and yeah. So build the future of AI on trust. Yes. Like without trust, we can't like yeah. uh, Everyone say there is in a relationship the must and thing is that so we need the trust, like that only. So in a relationship between the AI and the humans, we need the trust. So that's why, so whenever we have to create anything, so we need the trust on the building the future of AI, like so we have to trust on the AI, like we have to create something like so build and train your own models. Yes, of course. So we have lots of models like lamb and catalog models and hugging face. We have lots of models in this Azure AI Studio. So we have to train our own models, we have to deploy them, and we have to make sure that everything will be, the end-to-end process will be done from our side only. And coming to the ground Azure OpenAI services and all OSS models using your OS. Of course, it's a great idea about this. And build-in vector indexing. Yes, of course, we have to give some indexing values, and we have to give some so whatever the values we need, and we have to make sure that we have all the values we have to add into the Azure AI Studio. And retrieval, the augmented generation mode is very easy. Yes, of course, this is AI generated thing. So whenever we don't know anything about this retrieval mode and augmented mode and everything, we just want to say that so I need this information. Everything you have to ask for this AI model, that AI will be generated by this augmented generation as well. And create prompt flow. So the prompt flow is very important in this AI model. Why? Because I don't know how many of you, yeah, sorry to say this. Yeah, most of the people, yeah, I have some questions like, yeah, not questions. Okay. And yeah, sorry for the interruption. Yeah, so most of the people say that, sorry, I'm diverting. Yeah, I would like to tell you about this prompt flows. So the prompt flows, how many of you knows this prompt flows? I don't know. So the any LLM model, like a large language model, the prompt flow plays a key role. Like, so whenever you can ask the questions, the question is the prompt. You are asking some prompt to the AI model. The AI models are, what are they? Large language models. Large language models means ChatGPT, Bing, God, Copilot models, whatever the LLM model you have been used in the past 1 year or 1.5 year. So what are the models? Everything will be, this prompt flow will be deployed in these models. That models like so for example, I need to ask for some questions. So about so I want to build the Azure AI Studio. So please guide me and step by step guide me. So for example, you need to go for the you need to go and apply for the visa. I need to ask them questions. So what is the process of the applying for the visa for the US, and what is the process of visa for this Germany and everything. So you just ask it, what are the questions to this AI model? Okay, they will give the responses. The responses will be depends upon this prompt flows. Okay, and AI safety built in. Yes, of course, this is the very safety. So what are the, so we have lots of the documents is there, right? So for example, let's see. So for assuming assume, so I'm running my own company. So I have the, like for example, let's say the 1,000 members on my behind me. So they are working for my lots of services. Like so I have the lots of information. Everything will be, I just wanted to put it into the somewhere into the Azure AI model. So for example, let's say there is no safety for this one. So how can I trust this model? For example, so I need the safety of this model. So first, that's why what I need to do is, so I first of all I need to secure the what are the files and what are the services and everything that I need to make sure that I have I need that security level. So that's why for all the services I need, what I need is so the the trust is very important. That's why build the future of the AI and the trust. And coming to the next one is empower the business of innovation. So we have to discuss something like so what are the new things that will be empowering in our business? Means empowering is and we need to make sure that like a boost up of our the business innovations, like ideas, like simply say that is ideas. And sorry, sorry guys. So we have some business innovations like so improve customer experience. Yes, of course. So we need to improve the customer experience. How can we improve? I need to ask you one question. So like, how can we improve the customer experience? Let's say you just drop me on the chat like so for example, in our insights, like how can we say that? How can we improve our customer experience? So in my point of view, how can I so for example, I have my own business, like for example, let's say it's a for example, it's a tea shop. Okay, so how can I improve my customer experience? Like let's say, so for example, what I need to do is, so first I need to make one the survey, like I need to grab the information, like I need to ask the feedback of the customers, right? So what I need to do is I need to ask the feedback of the previous customers. So I need to rectify the my errors. So that is the improve of the customer experience and everything. So first of all, we need to know the what is the negative impacts of my business and everything. So that is the main important thing. We need to grow in our business. We need to know the what are the negatives, what are the positives, and everything. We need to know about this one. Okay, and reduce organizational risk. Yes, of course, this is very important. So we have to reduce the organizational risk. Don't want to risk anything related to the organization and everything. No, everything we don't want to trust blindly. Okay, and improve work quality. Yes, of course, this is the work quality. So whenever we know about this feedbacks and everything, no. So we need to yes, of course, we need to improve our quality of the work and the quality of the serving and everything. We have to improve our improve from our side. Yes, and enhance the productivity and efficiency. Of course, these all are the empower the business innovation. Means the first thing, the common thing depends upon this four is the feedback of this previous customers and everything. So once we know the feedback of this previous ones, definitely we have to improve a lot. Okay, and capabilities. So what are the main capabilities of this Azure AI Studio? Yeah, so we have some basic four. I can say, so we have some basic capabilities like build our own copilot. Yes, of course, we have to build the different types of the copilot. So based on our catalogs and everything, and enterprise chat. Of course, enterprise chat is very important for the as a entrepreneurs, as a user. So you need this enterprise chat as well. And incorporate multimodality, and incorporate multimodality is very important. For example, let's say, so incorporate multimodality is, so for example, there is a user to enterprise and enterprise to user, and everything that will be happening in this intermodality, like also whenever there is an issue, then and everything that will be capability, everything that will we see in this multimodality, like it's a like multimodality, like so for example, we have some hugging face models, we have some the llama models, we have some whisper models, and everything that will be happening in this one only. And one more thing we can say in the speech analytics, and we have some so we have to analyze the speech analysis as well, and what is this and what is this and everything we have to, and create a LLM based conversation. Yes, and conversations yeah, so these all are the so some enhancing so we have some the capabilities regarding this one. And yeah, so everything will be depends upon this. Okay, uh let's say these are the everything will be depends upon their own capabilities. Like I would like to tell you in the demoing purpose and everything. Okay, so what are the things we need, and what are the things we need to do something about this. Okay, and yeah, and so yeah, we have some the building security and compliance. So we have some the case studies, like so Microsoft has committed to investing $20 billion in the cyber security over the 5 years. Yes, of course, this is the huge amount that will be built for the cyber security, for the enhancing the security purposes and everything that will be available, and employ more than 8.5k security and the 13 across the 70s. Yes, of course, so they will hire this much of security experts as well. And Azure is one of the largest company certification portfolios in the industry. Yes, of course, this is the one of the main main thing that we have to see in this one. And yeah, what is text to author? So this is the text to author is the one of the service in the speech studio. So we need to know some I mean like this is the new upcoming model, so we have to see, and it is very very easy to demonstrate in front of you. Okay, it provides a content creation tool to speech audio for creating content without coding. Yes, of course, we don't need anything about anything, I mean, don't want anything about this coding and everything, and so simply we can say the some scenario, so they will create everything. Okay, and okay, wait, so with on so with the text to speech, so we have some advanced neural networks and everything. So, yeah, okay, so this text to avatar I would like to show you in the demo, so that is a better understanding. So this is what the demo I would like to show in front of you. Okay, so and yeah, let's go for the demo purpose. And yes, okay, so one thing we have to know from this, I think my screen is visible to all of you, right? So one thing we have to, so first we need to log in with your credentials, like so we just say like www.portal.azure.com is the official website of Azure. So once we log into the Azure, and so you need to go for this pay as you go. So we need the subscription. So we have some the several subscriptions as well, like student account or pay as you go or free trial. So the free trial is valid up to the 1 month only. So after that you need to pay for the pay as you go, or else if you are working as a, I mean sorry, if you are studying in a reputed college, so the reputed college having the some sort of the email address, need to give that sort of the email address, and then we can go for so they will give you the $100 or $150, so then you can utilize that as well. And apart from that, you can utilize the 100 $200 credit limit as well. Okay, and meanwhile I would like to, if you want to create one, yeah, okay, I would like to share one thing, so give me 1 second. Yeah, so in the chart I just, so I just ping one Google form. So that is so if you are going, if you want to enroll for the Azure OpenAI. So here everyone see this Azure OpenAI, right? So this is the thing we have to discuss today. So the Azure OpenAI is the one of the service that will be provided by the Microsoft and Azure. So we have to create the lots of services in that. So what you have to utilize this Azure OpenAI service. So before that we need to this is not free of cost, so you need to utilize this so for example, if you are working as a Microsoft partner company, they will give you, and the Microsoft to give you the access, or if you are not a Microsoft partner company, also they will give you the access. But meanwhile, you need to ask for this Microsoft company for the, I need this Azure OpenAI services and everything. So I need to utilize this one, and everything you need to say in this Google form. The Google form asking the several questions. You need to fill up that form. So once we fill up the form, it will take 12 hours to the 24 hours. It will review, and they will onboard you for the cognitive services. That is Azure OpenAI services. Okay. So once you onboard, I mean, once you get the access, the only thing is you just come to the Azure OpenAI, and you just tap onto the create button, and there are here. So if you want to create the Azure OpenAI account, they give you. I mean, here we have some. Let's see. I have some disturbance. Okay, sorry. I don't know where it was. The sound is coming. Yeah. Okay. So here we have, I mean, the Azure OpenAI is so whenever you need to create one account, so they will ask you some questions like subscription and resource group. So if you have already created one resource group, you need to tap on and you have to select that resource group. Otherwise, you need to create the resource group instantly. You just give the name like blah 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 blah. So okay, I just tap onto the okay, and then it will be create. Okay. So whatever the resource group you have created, that was unique one. Okay. I've already created the Prathap, and I don't want to create one again. Okay. And the region. Okay, so you need to select the region. So the region of this Azure OpenAI service is very rare, like one up to 10 regions only. So you need to select that particular regions only. So apart from that, nothing will be work. Okay, and you have to give some unique name as well, and the pricing tier, you need to select the pricing tier. and I just want to give some blah blah blah. Okay, and for the demo purpose only. And I just want to tap on the next, and I just so whatever the things you have, you just give me like a default day. Okay, once the validation is completed successfully, okay, you just tap onto the review place. You just tap onto the create button. But I have already created one account, so I would like to demonstrate in front of you. I just tap onto the create one only. Okay, that is the thing. But I have already created the one account. Okay, so what I need to do is so that is the account. So I'm already created the innovate account, and I just tap onto the innovate account. Okay,